And it's okay that I am a girl, that I was born a woman, a female. Because he wanted to have had a boy, and then came a girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it's interesting to note that a lot of times we want things we don't get and can't have.
Yeah.
But on some other level, we're getting what we need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything more that child self needs? Anything more that she needs? She's got her inner father. She's got her spiritual father now, who's on the other side. She's got her higher self. What else does she need?
To just really, rest in the assurance that she's following her path.
Mm-hmm. Well, her
that
inner father can
all
cheer
right.
her on with that. To keep reminding her that she's on her path. You're on your path. You're right where you need to be.
Yes.
And you can only be responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for your parents' happiness or anybody else's happiness. You can share your joy. You can share it with people, and those who are able to receive it will. But it's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay. So your inner child is going to stay in this safe and calm and comfortable place now. And if ever any situation in your daily life triggers that child's self, and she feels the anger and the lack of understanding or any guilt whatsoever, the inner father and higher self will come in right away to support her and reparent her.
And she looks happy now.
She looks happier now?
Yeah.
Okay. Does she want to say anything now?
She says it's good to be here in the world.
Mm-hmm. And it's safe to be here in the world for her now. She's got an inner support that will be there to hear her, and love her, and protect her, and accept her, and receive her joy. Anything else that she needs?
To grow up.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's imagine that day after day, week after week, month after month, she gets her needs met in this way. Her inner father, her higher self, and her spiritual father, who's now in spirit, are there to support her. And she grows every day, feeling whole, feeling loved, feeling understood, being accepted. She gets older and stronger and more developed, and she evolves into a whole woman, into a woman who has self-love, awareness, wisdom, lots and lots of understanding. Someone who gets the bigger picture. And she continues to grow and evolve every single day.
Yeah.
What kind of a woman does she become?
Well, a more relaxed, flexible person, not so rigid,
Mm-hmm.
and understanding that nothing comes about with shouting and being angry.
Mm-hmm.
The anger doesn't bring any reward. But ultimately, people are responsible for their own inner peace.
Right. So in some way that works for you, anchor that awareness in of that adult self. That self-responsive, wiser, more whole, expression of self. That could be an anchor with a movement or an image or a word or phrase. What would be a good anchor for you?
Birds at flight.
Mm-hmm. So focus on birds at flight, whether you hear them or see them or feel them. That's your anchor for you being more whole in yourself. You having that calmer, more flowing ease about you with a bigger awareness. And you can access that anytime you need to feel more whole. That's now a part of you as well. Okay, anything else?
Well, at the end, my mother showed up, also in spirit, a little bit afflicted, and she said, "Oh, I also want to tell you that I love you, and that I think you're doing great, and that I'm always with you."
How's that sound and feel to you?
Oh, it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm. So know that you're not alone. Your parents in some ways can be more there for you now in spirit than they were able to be
Yeah.
in human flesh. So anchor that in with your birds as well, that you're not alone. And coming to closure for day, say goodbye to your inner child for now. Know that she's safe where she is. Your higher self can stay with her, be with her. And that this experience is going to integrate in a way that supports you right here, right now, in feeling more at ease, more in the flow of your life, more in touch with the bigger picture and the wisdom, and feeling very connected in spirit to your parents and to the awareness that you are loved, that you are lovable, and that you are accepted just for being who you are.
Yeah, okay.
And when you're ready, bring that joyous self back to the room. Coming back refreshed and renewed. And wide awake.
Ooh, I cried a lot, huh?
Had some tears. Yeah. I don't think they were only sad tears, though, were they? There's some tears of love there, too?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of love.
A lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, this is interesting work.
Did you get some surprises today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting how inner child work can go in a direction where you end up doing other things as well. You know, doing this work with your family on the other side.
Yeah, and also the higher self showed up.
Yeah. She had a lot of wisdom to offer you, a lot of insight to see it from that bigger awareness, which you definitely don't have access to when you're a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
No. So our 3-year-old perspective clicks in and creates a whole path in our life that's not even based on reality in some ways.
I think she was 5.
5?
Yeah, around 5,
Okay.
yeah.
So when you think about that child's self now, what do you experience? When you think about her, 5 years of age.
Oh, yeah, she, you know, I feel a lot of love for her. Yeah, and definitely, you know, she was very different from the entire family.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time one of my aunts was staying in the house, and I woke up. I was about 10, and I woke up singing. And she got out of her room and she said, "Oh yeah, it had to be you." She said, "You're the only person in this house that wakes up singing."
Do you still wake up singing? Wow. Yep.
I sing a lot when I'm cooking or doing something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned to sing when I'm afraid too.
What does it do for you when you sing when you're afraid?
Usually mantras,
Mm-hmm.
you know, those mantras that will calm me down and give me confidence. Or then I sing, "All you need is love."
How true that is.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Whew, that was, you know,
How you feeling in there now?
it's like a whole stream of feelings and things have just gone out, in and out, you know.
What's left in there?
It's just, you know, like water dripping and renewing itself, you
Okay.
know.
Well, that'll probably
It's-
continue for a while.
It's like those water fountains, you know, that we have at home to make this little noise that the water
Circulates.
circulates. So that's how I'm feeling now. It's
Good.
just water circulating and doing, you know, some calming, healing sounds.
Good. Well, that'll probably continue for a while.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
And you have your anchor to come back to if you need any reinforcement. Your birds.
Yeah, it came to me, you know, because recently I saw somebody sent me a message about this guy who saw a photograph of birds on wires, this musician, and he said, well, the birds on wires were, you know, making a sound, you know, were the notes, symbols, and he made a symphony based on that.
Oh, wow.
And it's beautiful, you know.
Wow.
And it's also, I think it's on YouTube also. It's Birds on the Wire. So I had the picture of that
I see.
and that sound, you know. It's very calming and joyful,
Good.
you know. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.